It's Halloween month, and this year we've broken up everything Halloween, Metro Detroit, and Ann Arbor into several videos. We have one specifically for family and family fun. Two places on that one actually made national news and cements Metro Detroit in for the win on Best in Class Halloween. A video on all things adulting Halloween, which is the best parties and events that are 21 and up. The top 10 cider mills in Metro Detroit new for 2022. Concerts in October this year. Non-Halloween fun in October, and of course this video counting down the top Halloween haunted houses 2022 edition. Subscribe so that you're in the loop when each one of these videos are posted and you don't miss a thing. As one person commented last year, let's get that up on the screen. I'm eternally grateful for people that watch these videos. October last year was actually our most popular video. My name is Michael Perna. I'm a local real estate agent here for 21 years in Metro Detroit, and during that time my team has earned over 2,200 5-star reviews. Call us if we can help you find your next home or sell your current one, and I would love for you to have a 5-star real estate experience. So let's talk haunted houses, and I saved my last two favorites for last. Also, click the link in the description that goes to the blog post with a map of all the haunts, as well as a second blog post which is the top 40 haunted spaces in Michigan. Let's get going. Starting us out, we've got the Scream Machine haunted house in Taylor, Michigan. In the Scream Machine, they say that you're going to face your fears as they bring those to life with the most horrifying phobias, and enter the asylum and down the elevator to find the fiendish Dr. Strock, who will take you on a kind of psychotic through the darkest recesses of the mind and recreate things that you only see in nightmares. And dreams aside, they really amped it up this year. So there are a lot of new design elements that really keep you on your toes, and it's an extremely interactive experience that even the seasoned haunters are going to love. And for an additional $5, they have an escape room, which is a really cool way to wrap up the whole experience. This place totally dwarfs a lot of other haunted houses by just sheer simple size and the total show experience. They also have monster repellent available for the kids, so families are able to take their younger ones through. And it turns out the actors know how to back off when they see kids or myself, because I'll probably be wearing it. They also have a VIP upgrade if you want to up your experience, and some say that it's totally worth it. The only complaint that I've seen on the online reviews on this one are the long wait times, so if you want to check it out, be sure to get there closer to opening rather than the middle or the end. Running from September 24th through November 6th, ticket prices are either $20 or $27 per person depending on the date and the time. It runs Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and there are two special events at this one. A kids lights on trick-or-treating October 23rd from 2 to 4 p.m., which is only $5 per kid, per trick-or-treater, and the blackout on November 4th and 5th from 8 to 11 p.m., where there is no light with the exception of one glow stick that they give you. Next up is the Exit 13 haunted house in Mount Morris, Michigan. And these guys start running it early, like as early as September 16th, and they go straight up to Halloween. And watching a scary movie is one thing, but immersing yourself in a local haunted house, wall-to-wall terror, is entirely different. The Exit 13 haunted house is packed full of horrors that will take your breath away. They update it every year with new terror, so there's always something new to see if you've been to this one before. And not everything is scary though. Exit 13 built their haunted house for a thrilling and fun excitement event, and they're committed to making sure you have a great time from start to finish. Some of the features that I appreciate about this one is that it is entirely indoors, including the line, which is great because come the end of October in Michigan, standing out in the cold or the rain, I mean, it's not wonderful. I mean, let's just call it like it is, right? And also on site, they have a gift shop that will give you the evidence you need to prove that you survived it and keep it as a memory. And last but definitely not least, they have a concession stand to recharge after the terrifying journey. And you can stop by the concession stand either before or after, and if you're over 21, you can get an adult beverage at this haunted house, unlike several of the other ones. Tickets start at a pretty reasonable $30. Next up is a really cool new attraction that opened in 2021, the Eloise Asylum. Eloise Psychiatric Hospital was a large complex located in Westland, Michigan. It operated from 1839 all the way to 1982. It started out as a poorhouse and a farm and eventually developed into an asylum, a sanatorium, and a hospital. In 1913, there were three divisions: the Eloise Hospital, the mental hospital, the Eloise Infirmary, the poorhouse, and the Eloise Sanatorium, TB Hospital, aka Tuberculosis Hospital, which were collectively called Eloise. In its prime, Eloise consisted of 78 buildings on 902 acres with 10,000 patients along with 2,000 staff. It was the largest psychiatric hospital in the United States at the time. Only 5 of the 78 buildings and the Eloise Cemetery remained. Patients underwent a variety of treatments for mental issues, including electric shock therapy, insulin shock therapy, music therapy, and television therapy. Some lobotomies were also performed on this site. Eloise stopped offering psychiatric care in 1979, and the General Hospital was shuttered in 1984. While the K-Beard building has been empty, ghost tours have been offered in the building because it's said to be haunted. The building has also served for the set of a couple of movies, and finally now as a haunted house. Money raised from the Eloise Asylum are going to benefit the shelter and commissary building, as well as several mental health providers here in Southeast Michigan to provide local care that's desperately needed. Eloise has been transformed to now a state-of-the-art, fully immersive, two-part haunted attraction at a real-life haunted location. With cutting-edge technology and over 30,000 square feet of horror-themed immersion, they are paving the way for the future of haunted attractions. The professional team behind this new multi-million-dollar attraction at Eloise has spared no expense, as they would say in Jurassic Park. The scare technology within this world tour level production is astounding. Cold sparks, pyrotechnic simulators, a Tesla coil, advanced projection mapping technologies. This haunted house gives you the true feel of what it would be like living inside of a horror movie. And you gotta check it out. There are nearly 100 actors on site nightly, and this one runs from September 24th until November 5th on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Tickets are $44 for the combo 3-attraction event and $69 for the skip the line VIP ticket. Next up on the list is an old name that we're familiar with, Azra, the Chamber of Horrors in Madison Heights, which has been named Michigan's #1 haunted house by Scare Factor and Haunt World. They're celebrating their 5th season in 2022, and they're turning up the scare in the party line while you wait. Their line area is now heated and covered. They'll have a DJ and fire shows going on all weekend in addition to the haunted house. On November 4th, they're having a one-of-a-kind lights out experience, so if you're hardcore into being scared, you should jump at that opportunity. They have 3 different tiers of ticket pricings: the general admission, the fast pass, and the instant access. The set design and special effects here are actually pretty fantastic. The haunts are realistic and the actors are brilliant. Azra is a no-touch haunt, which means the actors will not physically touch anybody, but they do interact with you. The whole experience lasts between 20 and 30 minutes, so it's not the longest one out there, but it's definitely packed very tightly with a lot of scares. Also, Azra is situated right there in the same building as their sister company, Escape Room Zone and Michigan's first Rage Room. Before or after getting a good scare on, you can reserve one of those 2 rooms, the escape room or the rage room. You can solve puzzles or just break things, because that's what you do with the rage room. Opening night for Azra is September 23rd, and it runs all the way to November 5th, with weekday haunts available the entire last week of October. Tickets are $35 for general admission, $50 for the fast pass, and $80 for instant access. We actually shot our 2019 haunted house video here, and it's only gotten better since then. Continuing down the haunted house list, Rotten Manor haunted attraction in Holly, Michigan is the largest, most realistic, custom structure of any attraction in Michigan. Rotten Manor is a highly detailed, theatrical, and immersive experience in fear. The crew really pushes the envelope with their one-of-a-kind sets, scares, and terrifying new features each year. They've got 2 full-length attractions, both Rotten Manor and Rotten Asylum / Forest. Both attractions are a 30 to 45-minute walkthrough. The Manor is an indoor, and the Asylum Forest is a mix of indoor and outdoor. The Midway boasts old-school carnival games, casket rides, photo ops, and concessions for the whole family to enjoy. Rotten Manor opened in 2015 to rave reviews and continues to be one of Southeast Michigan's best and most talked about haunted attractions. It was voted top 5 haunted attraction in Michigan by Click on Detroit in 2022. Also in 22, they're going to be opening an old-timey vintage-style theater. And this isn't your typical strip mall haunt in the middle of the city. This place was built for the sole purpose of haunting. It runs from October 1st to October 31st, and tickets are sold only on site, not online. It's $20 per attraction on Thursday and Sunday. Friday and Saturday, the Manor is $30, and the Forest Walk is $30, and the Haunted Hayride $25. And we still have a few more to go before we get to our number 1, so let's keep on going. In Ypsilanti on Merritt Road, Wiard's Cider Mill has Weird's Night Terrors Haunted Thrill Park. There are 5 separate attractions at one location. The attractions are the Haunted Barn, the Mine Shaft, the Asylum, the Hayride of the Lost, and the Alien Caged Clowns. Yes, I said Alien Caged Clowns. Each attraction has its own story and is totally unique from the others. It really is a total thrill park, and it's also a working cider mill. And the country store is going to be open the same hours as the Night Terror, serving coffee, cider, hot cider, cider slushies, donuts, apple fritters, caramel apples, fudge, and more. Full admission is $58 or $63 depending on which day you're going, and the fast pass is an extra $15. Before getting to the top 3 rated haunted attractions, don't forget to subscribe and click the like button to help this video get out to more people in the YouTube algorithm. Also, you'll be notified when we drop our other videos like our cider mill video, our adult things to do Halloween, as well as our real estate and finance updates. Here we go. And Hush Haunted Attraction in Westland, and this is seriously one of the best haunted houses in Michigan. The fearful atmosphere and the scares lurking around every corner. Hush earns its stars by striking a guest's deepest, darkest fears, popularized and hyped like never before. Hush is one of those rare attractions that gets better and better every time you attend. You're going to notice things you hadn't noticed before, and the incredible set design and attention to detail and graphic detail in the props and production are unmatched. The characterizations that the scare actors embody while they're terrifying you, and even the smells, it can change from mysterious to rancid in just a moment. It's realistic and it's unpredictable. Some cool things about Hush also is they have kids hours. They're open for kids on October 30th this year from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. for a lights-on adventure candy meet and greet with the monsters for $8 per person. They also have an off-season, and if you're looking to check out Halloween on the off-season, check out their annual 3-day Valentine haunted house event. There are 3 haunted houses infested with vampires, dark cupids, and evil babies. Hush also has an axe throwing facility that's open year-round called Legendary Axe. So enjoy one of Metro Detroit's most extravagant axe facilities slash haunted houses slash bar slash small bites. Now, a runner-up for best haunted house is Scarefest Scream Park in Lenox, Michigan. Since 2006, they have set out to give a fun-filled night with 4 haunted attractions, haunted camping, a beer tent, food, live music, bonfire, scary movies, and more. This is a more family-inclined attraction, and they worked very hard to create attractions to suit all age groups and personalities, from their all-ages Hayride of Doom to the more intense Castle of the Dead haunted house. The haunted maze makes you find your way out with terror around every turn and multiple dead ends to get lost in. The forest walk is an on-foot stroll through the wooded trail amidst specters and ghosts, and finally the haunted house where you can try your luck and see if you can survive the terrors that wait just beyond the fence at the Castle of the Dead. Scarefest Scream Park runs from September 16th until October 30th, and each of the 4 attractions are $15, or you can get the speed pass for $25. You can buy all 4 and go unlimited times for $80, and get a private hayride for your group, great for company events, at $500. Before getting to number 1, a couple of our honorable mentions that are worth checking out. Some of them didn't make the list because they aren't true haunted houses, but definitely haunts. The Ghostly Grove Haunted Forest attraction on Dexter Pinckney Road. Take a stroll through their haunted woods, and I mean, nothing can really go wrong, right? I mean, it's a haunted woods. Should be easy. In Fowlerville, the Slaughterhouse Adventure, Grand River Corn Maze, and Hayride from Hell. On Grand River Avenue in Fowlerville, running from September 30th to October 29th. This one is outside, so be sure to check the weather before going. This year's theme is Game of Bones, $20 to $50 depending on the number of events you'd like to do. In Fenton, the Howling Haunted Trail and Party, and this one is not recommended for kids, running October 7th and 8th, 14th, 15th, 21st, and 22nd. General admission is $25, or cut the lines for $45. And of course, you cannot have a list of haunted attractions in Southeast Michigan and not talk about Erebus. Erebus is a 4-story haunted attraction located in Pontiac, and it actually held the Guinness Book of World Records for largest walkthrough haunted attraction from 2005 to 2009. Erebus changes the effects and events from year to year, but the main theme stays the same. Guests are sent through time by scientists where they experience many different eras in history. The actors along the walkthrough really push the boundaries of privacy and how to touch visitors without actually touching them. These guys are skilled actors. They utilize props, animatronics, and massive puppets, and in one of the events, a 6-foot dragon comes out from the gloom and eats the patron. Some of the other effects include mirrors, a moving wall, pushing patrons towards a bottomless pit, as well as burying them alive. Erebus occupies 100,000 square feet and uses 70,000 of it for just storing the props from season to season. Erebus uses animatronics like animals and monsters, but does uphold the no-touch safety rule, as well as other techniques like dropping fake bugs from the ceiling or making buildings and structures move. They use landscape changes throughout the walk, including inclines, stairwells, narrow passages, low ceilings, and trapdoors. They also use electronic props such as lasers, lights, and mirrors to create visual obstruction and manipulation. And of course, there's infamous illuminated scoreboard tracking wimps and winners, which are basically people that just quit ahead of time before getting through the whole thing. Opening September 23rd and running straight through to November 5th, this one also runs weekdays increasingly as it gets closer to Halloween. Tickets start at $28 or $32 depending on which day of the week you go. The weekend before Halloween tickets are $35. Skip the line passes are available at $60, and speed passes with a 30-minute tops wait time guarantee are $35. And that is our top haunted houses for Metro Detroit 2022. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe because we have 6 additional Halloween-style videos that will be dropping shortly. My name is Mike Perna, local real estate agent here in Metro Detroit, and we're going to be honored to receive the call to interview for the job of helping you find your next home or sell your current one. Make it a great day, and see you on the next video.